Verses about the Sabbath. Exodus 16:22. On the sixth day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for each one. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. Exodus 16:26. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the seventh day is the Sabbath. In it there shall be none. Exodus 16:30. So the people rested on the seventh day. Exodus 28. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Exodus 29. You shall labor 6 days and do all your work. Exodus 20:10. But the seventh day is a Sabbath to Yahweh your God. You shall not do any work in it, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your livestock, nor your stranger who is within your gates. Exodus 20:11. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Exodus 31:12-13. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak also to the children of Israel, saying, Most certainly you shall keep my Sabbath, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am Yahweh who sanctifies you. Exodus 31:14. You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy to you. Everyone who profanes it shall surely be put to death. For whoever does any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Exodus 31:15. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day is a Sabbath of solemn rest, holy to Yahweh. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day shall surely be put to death. Exodus 31:16. Therefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations, for a perpetual covenant. Exodus 31:17. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Leviticus 23:1-2. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and tell them, The set feast of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my set feasts. Leviticus 23:3. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day is a Sabbath of solemn rest, a holy convocation. You shall do no kind of work. It is a Sabbath to Yahweh in all your dwellings. Leviticus 23:15. You shall count from the next day after the Sabbath, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be completed. Leviticus 23:32. It shall be a Sabbath of solemn rest for you, and you shall deny yourselves in the 9th day of the month at evening. From evening to evening you shall keep your Sabbath. Leviticus 23:33-34. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say, On the 15th day of this 7th month is the feast of Booths, for 7 days, to Yahweh. Leviticus 23:35. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. You shall do no regular work. Leviticus 23:36. 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire to Yahweh. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation to you. You shall offer an offering made by fire to Yahweh. It is a solemn assembly. You shall do no regular work. Leviticus 23:37. These are the appointed feast of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire to Yahweh, a burnt offering, a meal offering, a sacrifice, and drink offerings, each on its own day. Leviticus 23:39. So on the 15th day of the 7th month, when you have gathered in the fruits of the land, you shall keep the feast of Yahweh 7 days. On the first day shall be a solemn rest, and on the 8th day shall be a solemn rest. Leviticus 23:40. You shall take on the first day the fruits of majestic trees, branches of palm trees, and boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and you shall rejoice before Yahweh, your God, 7 days. Leviticus 23:41. You shall keep it as a feast to Yahweh 7 days in the year. It is a statute forever throughout your generations. You shall keep it in the 7th month. Leviticus 23:42. You shall dwell in temporary shelters for 7 days. All who are native born in Israel shall dwell in temporary shelters. Leviticus 23:43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in temporary shelters when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh, your God.